Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza. Fuck you, Scrublord. I'm the Mysterious JG.
And I'm the Lethal Feline, wondering why we're talking about Scrub Lords, but...
Well, I mean, I guess it's not as pertinent as prior nicknames, which were always really on point.
Yeah,
Anyway.
last time we set up a bunch of death flags so we can go to the final battle for Zoom. We got a couple of new recipes for Eternal Fear and a Lunar Lamp.
Tal, if somehow you get out and I don't, I guess you can have, like, my books and any other nerd shit you can find. And, well, and if you find anything sharp or manly that you want out of my room, I guess you can have it.
Sharper manly. Maybe it'll jump out of a barrel. Oh, we haven't talked to these two yet. Riz's alchemy really is something else. My fingers all have all the sensation they did before the accident.
I mean, I can even, like, reach into the freezer without having to, like, mentally count down, and it's great. The neuropathy's gone. And what about the pain? All gone? Well, it's just one big rabbit-eared pain that's still in my life, but otherwise...
Yes, other than that rabbit-eared pain, it's completely gone. I have a feeling the rabbiting queen isn't going to know what hit her, because it's going to be me.
I see. So would you say it's completely healed then? Lila, by the way, I don't know why I'm plugging this animu. Like, you can watch it if you're interested. Yeah, she's pretty much just as ridiculous in the animu as she is in the game.
She's true. It's true. Her ears haven't done the ear thing yet, though.
Yeah, she has.
I'm looking forward to it.
I don't know if it's fear or some other form of, like, arousal, but it hasn't happened yet. She spent most of the animu lying on the couch looking like she can't stand being around any of these people.
Because truly, Lent and the others are Scrub Lords at that point. Well, yes. Why do you ask?
Impel, have my people placed an undue burden on you? Is it taking too much of your time and energy to ensure our oppression?
Well, absolutely not.
Are you sure? Because I could put some pressure on you if you want.
Yes, press his yes button on the confirmation diagram. I was betrayed. I believed in nothing, not even myself, until I met you. You gave me a new purpose as an alchemist. This fight is just one of many more to come, because we're going to have more games. I'm presumably in them. As long as you're by my side as well in those video games, I plan to carry on.
Meanwhile, Ryza is aware of these conversations because of a hidden camera she placed in her pile of, like, glowing purple things there.
Yes, one of the dildos that was plugged in is actually a hidden camera.
I don't know what you would get out of a dildo
Or
hidden
butt
camera.
plugs, rather.
I see. Very well, then. I guess it could have a use in proctology.
I'm back!
Oh no, we're gonna have to, like, lead her on a race through a snowy hedge maze.
Me too, and I sincerely mean that.
We've done everything we need to do for now. Our lives can be terminated at any point. Yep, we're 100% ready. What about you two? Indeed, we just finished our preparations and our emotional character arcs.
Which means it's time to head to the gate.
It's time to do.
At the Hidden Cove, right?
Indeed.
Yes, at the Hidden Cove.
Final battle has been updated. You now head to the underworld gate in the Hidden Cove.
But still only Final Battle 1.
It just occurred to me, so we've had a little break between recordings. I did a little with the help of the Game Facts. And this is very much a game where Game Facts is going to help you out. You can spend a lot of time not getting even anywhere remotely closer to your alchemy goals. But we made some other stuff just so I could fight. I needed those little purple worm-tail looking things for something. Needed to fight. I guess I needed to fight dragons, or I needed the fruits. But yeah, we got a couple things going now. None of which I think really need to be shown on screen. But if anyone feels a pressing urge to see the 7-star ruins, let me know.
So the passwords are on screen in case you want to go to any of those places.
Well, that's true. I put a lot of hard work into Googling those passwords, so I'm glad I could save you the trouble. And we got some new gear. I was playing around. like a darkness dress. We've got HP regen XL now.
Okay.
So it's the same but better, I guess. And there's a handful of enemies against whom that's not a good strat, and against everyone else, it's a fucking great strat. But yeah, there's been some. We ran out the Schwartz Thruster A. Can't remember if we had one of those or not. But there's just sort of been general taking stuff like our gathering tools, for example. You know, going into the Reforge and trying to get extra stuff on them. So we've got basket size XL, as I'm sure you'll be thrilled to find out.
Oh boy.
And better materials XL. So yes, some of our passives, in ways that will not really just like jump out and scream at you in the video, we should be better at various things. And ready to get on with the Hidden Cove.
Do we want to, before the Hidden Cove, do we want to try to look at our new alchemization thingies? Eternal Fear?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we could be able to make Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. A game I always meant to play because it has like half of Metal Gear Solid's voice actor cast.
We could drop boulders on people.
We could. A Royal Tilestone. Mr. Oh, these are. Oh, I got messages. I built various things that we could use to customize the Atelier, and didn't do any customizations without you guys present. But we could fuddle around with that a bit. But let's see. Without really knowing what any of those things are, it's tough for us to make an efficient search for them.
I know. Where's the Eternal Fear? There's the Schwartz Thruster.
I'm guessing they're not Wappets then.
Feather Draft.
We can make a feather draft, but it'll take the only wind core we have, and the only way to get another one would be to kill the green-colored girl sitting on a throne nuking your ass. Which
it also doesn't even have an icon for that feather draft. It's just a brown circle.
I think that's what we get if we've never built one before. But as far as I can make out, it's just an ingredient for other shit. I don't think it's its own, like, end state item. Alright.
You figured the Eternal Fear would be after all this beginning stuff, but...
You would think so. Maybe
I didn't see it yet.
Astronomical clock? That's not one of the new things, is it? No.
No, it was lunar something, and then lunar lamp.
Lunar lamp and Eternal Fear. Lunar lamp. Okay,
There
we
they
should have
are.
searched.
They're right freaking there.
They were right at the top. Like literally, if I pressed down 3 times, they would have been visible. So I decided let's start from the bottom. Well, meltstone, crystal element, stone, and the fuel. We don't have a lot of this. I'm sure we can get more. Let's see. CC -1. Hold on. What do we actually want? So we got crystal element. Did we Did we get crystal element? Is that we got earth vessel? Deals moderate fire damage, increased damage with higher tactics, increased stun gauge effect with number of targets. And that's just kicking the same thing up higher. The rest of these look like they're quality modifiers. Item level -10. Why would you... I don't understand why you would want that. Dissolving Heat S. Cast out a powerful heat blast with a high chance to inflict burn. I think we want to move towards that.
That sounds good. Dots are pretty powerful in this game from what we've seen.
Why are all these...
not even dots?
Why are things grayed out here?
Do not know.
Shivering Fear. Strike at the target's deepest fears, delaying their turn and reducing their speed.
Also a good thing, it sounds like. A lot of poison, polluted hummus that we slap on this.
We're not going to be able to get dissolving heat powered up because we don't have enough meltstones. It might be worth backing. This might be a thing where I off-screen and get better ingredients and better pizza. Because it's clearly a combat item. We've got 1 billion of those, so...
What's the... was the lunar lamp the same thing?
I expect so. It's the same category listings up here.
Just needs a freaking diamond.
To fighting evil by moonlight. When it loves non-elemental damage. Lace target's turn.
Just shuts down their turn. That's nice.
Well, I mean, we got these from with gold coins from what's her face's dad, so I imagine they're pretty good. But it's also like, yeah, it's kind of a commitment of resources to get one that's worth having.
Twilight Invitation sounds like more Sailor Moon shit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's called the lunar.
Target in the darkness.
It's a lunar lamp. It's actually they killed and skinned Luna and made a lamp out of her, so that's what we're using in this quest.
A lot of fucked things on these last 2 episodes, my JG.
Yeah.
First the matricide and now this.
Well, I mean, I'm doing this anime game with Zerfall where there's like this imitation Luna, but like even more openly hostile at all times towards the heroine. It's like,
I can't do anything right for you. Shut the fuck up, little robot Luna. You look really confident when you synthesize now, the Ryza. As long as you keep making items for us, I'm sure we can beat any enemy.
It's true. Her little robot fairy, Eleanor, like straight up says, "You're not really good at anything, are you?" And she's like, "Pretty much."
Luna the cat is like fucking helpful and positive compared to. The Ryza, could you double check my items? I want to be able to protect everyone when the time comes.
It's not happening, no matter what items I give.
So you ain't in the party, so don't worry about it too much.
Have you prepared everything you need? It's best to look over them one more time to see if you can make any final improvements and do, the item rework.
They're really hitting the have your gear straight pretty hard.
You're almost at the point of no return. You should probably get your shit together.
So we have the lightning bell, which is, if I remember, it's what I try to use if we really need stun damage. Poison smoke, which can inflict some ugly status stuff. The rose bomb does fire, and then healing ball for, you guessed it, healing.
Dancing dust L.
I suppose she could get another thing. She got Puddin', a fireball. Puddin', which is of course what she calls the Joker. A Ratzeluft. What else could we do?
We could give her some nice, tea or whatever that is.
This is a thorny embrace, but it's a shitty one. We haven't, built it up into anything good.
The Mystic Robe. The astronomical clock. She could tell us what time it is. She looks at it. It says time to get fucked. It also has dimensional choke on it.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize some of these things were equipable in that way. Greatly speed up turn and extend stat buffs.
Sounds alright, I guess.
It's not the worst thing ever.
Mysterious power. That thing's head.
Heroic
Yeah.
Geist. It's a warrior soul. Delay target's turn and increase their stun gauge. That's not too bad. These look to be identical. I'm not sure what the difference is between them. And then we get to things other people. Yeah, let's give her the ability to delay enemy turns and increase their stun gauge. That seems like couldn't be bad.
Put them to sleep.
I honestly don't remember who our third is. I think it's Lent.
That sounds.
Yeah, he's got the migratory charm, so I think it's poor Tao just kind of got turfed in favor of Claudia, but we basically stuck with that since we got it. Might be worth.
He's not upset.
Well, but of all the people, I'm itching to get in there and fight. Claudia is the second least likely on that one for me.
She just wants to be part of the action.
Yeah.
All right, now we've looked at those things. It's time to set out.
Oh,
Let's
go chat. Yeah, chat with everybody here. Are you prepared, the Ryza? Lila says it's really important to meditate, so you can see yourself fighting any type of enemy you can imagine.
All right, I'm envisioning myself fighting a Godzilla. It's not going well.
Oh, I always just tell you, hey, Godzilla, I will meditate and then destroy you.
He's making that like "Brr" sound at me.
The Ravaging Queen will clearly be very powerful, but for some reason, I'm not worried. I suppose it's because I know I can rely on you. The non-voice acted dialogue tends to be out of character. Like, I can't imagine the voice actor scene with her being that nice to Ryza. But it's okay if it's just throwaway dialogue that's pops up on the screen.
Maybe she's just misrepresented by the voice dialogue. Maybe she is actually very supportive. A very supportive rabbit lover.
I mean, I know she's wearing some very supportive garments.
All right, time to go through the Stargate again.
And
As the
initiate
balls watch.
our sea quest. SVU. Whatever. They've neglected to set up a rear guard. I always have a rear guard in place. Perhaps they haven't noticed we defeated their Sky Reader. I don't think I noticed when that happened.
That's what we did like an episode ago.
Okay.
It was actually right in front of the game, if I recall.
They really don't care about their own kind, huh? Well, of course, they're monsters. They're terrible, so...
Monsters don't love their children like we love ours. They should get their own schools.
In the Philuscha swarm, each creature's value is determined by the role they serve, nothing more.
Oh my god. It sounds like Americans in the 30s talking about Japan.
I was going to say, it is a perfect meritocracy.
Oh wow, that's a... Yeah, but it's the role they serve, not whether or not they should be there. It's like in ancient China, where if you could be in charge of like food distribution if you wrote a really good poem about food distribution. You know, it's not quite worked out yet. Like it's way back in the day, yeah, you had to like write poems in traditional style about topics, and that plus your filial piety would determine your job, not whether you were good at your job. Like it was more merit based than anything going on in Europe at the time, but it's still kind of fucked.
Sometimes the cover letter matters.
Apparently
If
so.
it's a sweet poem, then, there you go.
Right. They're just gears in a machine, so they don't feel anything if one dies. They're like ants. What the fuck? I made a joke. No, everyone's going on to like hardcore racism mode here.
I mean, we don't know any different.
Those little sproutly guys, they're not like real people. I wish I could smash them all.
Damn it, Niccolo. Not in this game, too.
Yeah. An apt comparison, but they're more like rats. Of course, for me, calling them rats is not an insult. By the way, are there any monsters hiding in your basement? I'll switch to English now. An apt comparison. Either you know what I'm talking about or you don't. Which is exactly how we're going to beat them, by destroying their core.
Exactly.
Core? You mean the Ravaging Queen?
We all understand our ultimate goal, yes? Then let's go.
We're the alchemical Guy Fawkes of this. We're going to blow up the Queen.
Hopefully it's not like Wasp, where they just have like a ritual to determine a new queen. Wasps are really weird. You should look up Wasp, viewers. And what happens when the queen dies or is just, missing in action for long enough.
Did you say a wasp? W-A-S-P.
Yeah, like those awful insects that no one likes.
Yeah,
They're terrible.
I thought for a minute you said like in Lost, and I was like, I checked out of that show after a couple of seasons, but I don't remember that.
I do have a speech impediment sometimes.
No,
not this time.
I believe this might be a receiver error.
All right, well,
Back into the underworld, finally, so JG can be happy.
Well, we got mobs there we haven't killed. We got to complete our checklist for Tau. I guess Claudia's having an I don't want to go sacrifice my life moment here.
I hope we can all look up at the sky together again someday.
Me too. The sky during a drought is pretty awful, especially the big burning sun.
But rain or shine, this is the sky of our world. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I've burned this moment into my memory. Now let's attack. The Philuscha are likely lying in wait right on the other side of the gate. Be prepared. They might have ambush troops waiting to come out of the thick forest.
I mean, they weren't really prepared yet, but...
Okay, got it.
Oh man, the Ryza's being sincere here. We don't see this every day.
Now, usually I'm a lying bitch. All right, let's go.
Yeah, no surprise that Claudia's sincere. And men, that's what's so, it's tough on men. Oh, we got a line here.
Let's see if we can find what we're looking for.
It's tough on men because even if you want to be sincere, you just don't. I mean, you might have moobs to put your hand on, but it's just not the same.
Yes, the only man who's ever been sincere is Marilyn Manson. He had work done for that. Anyway,
Okay, here we are. They're right here, just as we expected.
He had his own personal breast implants.
I like how we have like we have the I was gonna say soccer blossoms or petals flying through the air.
Oh no, they look really strong. If only I had my hammer I could attack with. Instead, I must go bare-knuckled. That's a swarm general. They're especially powerful, so be careful. Thankfully, Lethal's made it so we can play Swarm General, but we were right in the middle of another game, so it'll be a while before we get there. Ah! I've been waiting for this. You know, ever since I got to that tower and ran out of life goals. Kind of made this my life goal, guys.
Do you think we can handle this one, Impel? I say, pointing from my chin at some reason.
We have no choice. The scouts and sky readers are active. We need to cut a path to the queen.
I don't think I noticed how pointy everyone's chins are. It's just a design choice. Everyone has the same pointy chin, but
Then there's nothing left to think about. Okay, everyone, let's do this.
I can't imagine what aspects of the Ryza's physical form I would have been looking at instead of investigating her chin pointiness, but
We're gonna be looking at our first 6 versus several fight.
oh wow,
25.
I can't believe we're not using a. Oh god, I haven't played in weeks. what do buttons do?
A cluster beetle.
Hey, it was shown as having assistants, and now they are gone.
It's a very colorful beetle.
There
Is
we
this
go.
the swarm general, or was it another critter in this group?
I forgot how to. Oh, there we go. I just literally forgot how to raise my level. No, this is the Swarm General. We had these tiny little critters on either side that do not appear to be here.
Now, it would be shameful if they helped the swarm general.
Well, they're supposed
Plus,
to.
it could be a job opening for them.
Oh, that's true. They're like, oh yeah, we'll be right there, sir. Okay, that is what I... That's what that button is for.
That's the win button.
It kind of is, against all but really high-end super bosses.
She just whisked it away.
I blew you away with my flute. You have no idea how much more powerful my flute playing is now that my dad has heard it.
We got
Well,
Beast
that's
Shell.
nice. That looks like just the horn, but I'll take your word for it, game.
Whew, it was tough, but we did it. Luckily, Philuscha battle generals can't surrender on the battlefield or they'll be shot for traitors when they get home. Defeating a general disrupts the smaller units nearby. They will certainly delay their invasion. I just figured they'll hire a more competent general to replace them.
Well, it takes time to get that hiring process going.
Well, I guess what I
I need
meant...
to collect the cover letters and read the poems.
I guess I meant to say assign a better general, but you're right. The Philuscha might just have like one general at a time, and as they replace it, like, oh shit, I guess we better start from scratch. We haven't really, we don't have like leadership cultivation programs or anything here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm covering my now that JD's talking about our chins, I'm covering mine in shame. So even one victory has some meaning at least. Correct, but the fact that there was a general so close means they're nearly ready to begin.
Then we don't have much time. Well, any time to waste. And pal, what's next?
Oh, that's your Goldberg impression there.
First, we need to connect up with Kilo. She's about a kilo away. I want to gather more information and make sure that she is safe.
Also, Boss paid me considerable amount of money to check on her well-being.
And also to get some photographs.
Kilo, yeah, I hope she's okay. I know it looks like I'm praying right now, but this is actually slightly less sincere than just cupping one.
Oh, okay. It's got an extreme close-up of the Ryza's back there for a moment, and then away. All right.
And next time, we will see what lies in the underworld now. Will it be more generals? Will Kylo or Kilo, or however you want to pronounce her name, will she be all right? Will we get the photographs for Boss? Tune in next time to find out.
Can you imagine if Kylo ended up having a psychic connection with the boss, and then it turns into a whole thing where they're trying to find each other, but they're actually like a connection in the Force? And I might be thinking of a different franchise. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.